G'day everybody, this is Johnny Seville from Acorn Wealth Corp here, just with a quick intraday update. Very interesting action in the market today. As you can see, the futures were down sharply last night, and the market is in negative territory in today's trading so far. But there's certainly been some great action in either side of the market, both in the longs and short direction. If we take a look, most of the shorts are all drifting down nicely. IONS is down about 1%. A lot of the other ones are down 0.5% to 1%. Some are down 2%. So the shorts are holding their short territory well. But on the long side, the fallen angels have done extremely well. Again, MAXR, which is one of the ones Acorn bought, that actually hit its second target today, and is actually still pushing higher nicely right now. That was a beautiful fallen angel setup. There we go. Excuse me. Beautiful fallen angel setup that has continued to push. The other one, and now remember on MAXR, we also talked about updating that second target to allow it to continue to push up into towards that $9 range. So that certainly could have more room to go. LJPC, La Jolla Pharmaceuticals, which I also hold. That's another fallen angel that's doing really well. It's holding its support beautifully. So that one's continuing to push nicely today. IMGN, again, one of the ones from the fallen angel class that hit its trigger entry at 270. That's done really well today. That's up another 12%. So I would consider possibly taking some partial profits here. Again, we've got some bearish sentiment in the market, and we don't want to. You don't want to give up on a fair amount of profit that you might have already booked on that one. Maybe you even entered it this morning, and again, it's up 12%. So nothing wrong with that. Now, also IDRA, India Delta Romeo Alpha, which we talked about again in last night's summary. That one's up another 8% today. So it's back to its that profit target. So again, if you didn't take profit yesterday, you could also consider taking some today, but that's up 8%. RTTR, Romeo Tango Romeo. Again, that was, if you remember, that was an alert a while ago. It had a huge rally up and hit our targets. Again, I had another big rally today. Was actually up from around, what was it? I think around it was about 70-80 cents yesterday at the close. Rallied up to $1.10 this morning. It's currently up 21%. So if you've been sitting on that waiting for a bit of a recovery rally, we're getting that now. So again, if you could take some profit if you hadn't done already. Also, a couple of other ones. TEUM, Tango Echo Umbrella, or Mike, excuse me, Tango Echo Uniform Mike, to use the correct language. That one, of course, was one that we talked about in Trading Room just a couple weeks ago as a new potential entry. I think it was Thursday 2 weeks ago as a possible extra trade that you could take a look at. That's done really well so far. It's actually up 6% today. So just take a look at that. You might want to consider updating the stop or even taking a bit of partial profit if you wanted. It's had a nice run over this last week. And last but not least, Ethereum. Ethereum, of course, we hold ETCG, Echo Tango Charlie Golf. We're holding that one in the portfolio. Ethereum itself is up 7.59% currently, and so ETCG doing well, up 6.16%. So those are kind of the key movers today that I just wanted to make you aware of. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how the day finishes out. There's lots of back and forth movement, and again, this is why the importance of planning a trade, trading your plan, and sticking to it. Because as I said last week, you get market cycles. So for these last few days, Friday and today, despite that weakness in the market, there's been some really good performance in those fallen angels that were ready to pop, and so you just have a couple good days, a couple good trades, and then it really banks some nice profit. And again, as the market sentiment starts to drift, if we suddenly start to see, we saw some sharp weakness last night with the Shanghai Composite down 5.69%, and the Asian markets dropping sharply again of renewed fears about the tariff wars. But you can see that weakness in the market's been building for a while. So if we start to see that weakness continue, you get those fallen angels and those other patterns that pop and hit those targets like MAXR and so forth. You start collecting and banking the profits on that end, and then let's say you get the market suddenly drop and the bottom fall out tomorrow or Wednesday or later in the week, and then all those shorts start to bank profits and hit those targets. In an ideal situation, that's hopefully what we'll see this week. So again, just a little quick update, and we'll be seeing you all soon. Happy trading.